We'll start with chanting Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Om. Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. As we are covering the text Drg Drsya Viveka, we will chant the first shloka. One of you please go off mute and repeat after me. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Druk. Who is chanting?
Sorry. I can do it.
Okay. Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Druk.
Rupam Drishyam Lochanam Drag
Tadrishyam Druktu Manasam.
Tadrashvam Dritmanasam
Drishyadhivruttaya Sakshi.
Dritya Dhitra
Vruttaya Sakshi.
Dhitra Sakshi
Drugeva Natu Drishyate.
Durgevnatu Drishyate.
That was the first shloka, right? So now what are we studying in Drg Drsya Viveka? So what we studied was that Rupam is Druk as the seer and Drishyam is seen. Okay, so what is the ultimate seer is only one. The ultimate seer is Sakshi, the witness. Then and everything else is are also Sakshi, but they are Sapeksha. Okay, everything else are also Druk, but they are Sapeksha, meaning they have the relative seers, such as the eyes, meaning all the Jnanendriyas, and the mind, etc. The Antakarana means Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, and here Aham Kruti is or Ahankara is ego. So all of them are Sapeksha Druk. The Nirapeksha or the ultimate Druk is the Sakshi, that we said. Now, how did these guys get so much power was explained because these Sapeksha Druk, how did they get that? Because they're all inert, how did they get the strength? That was explained in verse number 6. Chichaya aveshataha buddhau bhanudehitu dhistu vidhastita. So, the Chichaya means reflection of consciousness, apparently entered the buddhi. It means here we are not talking about intellect specifically, but the entire mind matter. And Once it entered, it has split this buddhi into two parts. One is called Ahankruti, other one is Antakara. Ahankruti is the doer, the doership, whereas Antakarana is, Karana means instrument of doing. Instrument of doing is, mind is instrument of emotions, or the buddhi is, intellect is the instrument for analysis, memories are bringing all the memories, etc. Right? So that's why that karana means instruments. And I did this, that is what antakara, that is ahankara. So that is how this chit-chaya has entered. Then it also, from there it entered into karmendriyas, jnanendriyas, and also into the physical body. That's how pretty much all of these things have got sentiency. Then how the sentiency, how did these inner things came sentient, received sentiency? That was explained in verse number 7. Chaya aham ara yoraikyam tattaya pinda varmatam tadahankara tadatma deha chetanam chetanamagat. So here what happened is that it is like just like an iron ball which is cold and has a form, as a fixed form. When it is put in a fire which is hot and has no fixed form, but then, and after a while, when you take out this iron ball, it appears as if the fire has got a particular fixed form as a ball, and then the other one, what is this? The ball apparently has got the feeling of the high temperature, which is instead of cold. So as if it appears as if for temporarily their identities are mixed with each other. In the same way, the one that is inert, which is ahankara, etc., those ahankara, whether you take ahankara, mana, buddhi, chitta, all of those, right? Mixed with this chaitanya, chit, right? What happened? It is as if these things got sentiency, because ahankara cannot, chaitanya cannot think. Okay, but mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, they can think, but they were inert. Now they gain sentiency, and I think, I am, those kind of thoughts started arising in us. That's what we covered in 7. Then what happened? Then what we saw? This ahankara, and between ahankara and this chit chaya, there are 3 types of tadatmya, meaning identification. There are 3 types of identifications that are there between ahankara and chit chaya. Chit chaya is reflected consciousness, right? Therefore, one is, there are 3 types of, we said it, sahajam. Sahajam is natural. Karmajam means based on birth. Okay, so based on karmas. Okay, now you are born from karmas, born because of karmas rather, and Bhranti Janyam. That was explained in verse number 8. Now, what happened next is that, what are these karmajam, sahajam, Bhrantijam we talked in the last session. Sahajam means they are born together, meaning they rise together and go back together. So, whenever ahankara rises, Chaitanya was already there, because of which it appears that they both have arised together. And whenever ahankara goes down, Chaitanya is there, but there's nobody to experience Chaitanya. Here is the important thing. It is not like as if they are rising together and falling together. Chaitanya is always there. But the experiencer, the observer, is not there. So when the observer gets up, wakes up, Chaitanya is already there. And when the observer goes to bed, then Chaitanya is not experienced as if Chaitanya is not there. Okay? So this kind, so that as a result, what it is happening is that the Ahankara is thinking that I am Chaitanya, or that I am the Chit Chaya. Okay, that is a Sahajam. Okay, and how long it is going to last, and it is also identifying, Ahankara is not just identifying with Chit Chaya, but it's also identifying with body. I am this body. And how long that body identification, why is that body identification is there? Because of prarabdha karma. Okay? So it has to experience all the prarabdha karma. So that is called karmajam. Then, not only that, but Ahankara is also thinking that it is actual Sakshi itself, which is a Kranti, which is called as a delusion. This is what we studied in the next one. And then we started looking at verse number 9 a little bit, where we're saying that one of these, actually we'll chant that again today, but what it is saying is that the first two types of relationships are okay, but the third relationship is bad relationship. So to understand this, right, like let us go through a day-to-day life example. Okay. Now, you all know Whole Foods is owned by Amazon, right? Yes. You do know. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Amazon, let us say, I mean, of course, it's a public company, but for our practical, our example purposes, let us say it is owned by Jeff Bezos alone. Okay. Just for an example. So now, they want to open a Whole Food store in, let us say, in Durham, New Hampshire. Okay. Now, to open a Whole Food store there, the first thing that they do is that they bring in a store manager. Okay, right now there's no store, Whole Food store in Durham, New Hampshire. So they bring in a manager, right? So let us like they called me. That's a very easy example. Venkat. Okay, so now Venkat comes and he gets the store up and running, and like as part of up and running, what does he do? Uh, he hires some people, right? A couple of main trustees, left-hand person and a right-hand person, like that. Yeah. Okay. So one to deal, one VP to deal with all suppliers, one to make sure, like, to do with marketing, etc. Like a couple of bunch of shift supervisors, etc. And then he also puts one section head in butcher shop, one section head in bakeries, one section head for vegetables, like all of those, and then hires a bunch of cashiers and grocers, all of those. Now if someone comes and has a complaint, okay, with complaint, right? And what is the first thing they say when they want to complain? I want to see the store manager. Call your manager. So who will come?
The manager's assistant first.
So, eventually it is Venkat who has to come.
Oh,
so now when Venkat comes, who are you? I am Whole Food Store. I am Whole Food Store. Okay. And whatever is the complaint, I can resolve the problem, etc. I don't go to Jeff Bezos to resolve any issue.
Right.
I take care of everything as the store manager, right? So here, my identification as store manager with the store is that I am the store. Yes?
Yes.
I am the store manager, or I am the store, and hence any problem in store, it is my problem. Any success of the store is my success. Okay. This identification with respect to Ahankara, but I am not really the store. Okay, I am not Jeff Bezos either. Okay, so this Ahankara, this identification with the store is like the first one, Sahajam. It is identification with Chit Chaya. Okay, identification with the reflection, not with Sakshi alone. Okay, not with Chaitanya, but with the identification with the reflection, the store. Now, how long this store, like my position in the store is there? I mean, assume that like there are no layoffs, firings, those kind of things are not there. So what happens? As long as the store runs, I am with the store. Yes?
Mhm.
Now, let us say I'm with the store and 10 years later, it is said that, okay, in Dharam, nobody is buying the Whole Foods. Okay, now the geography has changed. So now we will move this store from Durham to Durham, New Hampshire to Billerica, Massachusetts, which is about 70 miles away.
Okay.
So then what happens? Me being the storekeeper, what do? I put everything on the fire sale, all groceries, right? Empty the store bins, whatever is there, it is there, whatever is not there, it is not there. And we open a fresh new store in Billerica and I go there. When I go there, what do? I may ask like couple of my key people come with me.
Mhm.
Okay, so like as I said, right, I have my supplier VP, my this VP, my bakery section head, etc. I take them with me. But all my storekeepers, grocers, etc., they're all like minimum wage workers. They're not going to come with us. I drop them there and go and hire someone new. Right? So in the same way, as long as the prarabdha sharira is there, okay, I am being the Ahankara is identifying with the prarabdha sharira. Clear? That part is clear? Ahankara is being identified with prarabdha sharira. Now, when prarabdha is complete, Ahankara is going to leave that body and goes to other body. Okay? When it goes to other body, Ahankara is not going alone. Who all does Ahankara take with it? Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, it takes with it. It takes with it takes its karmendriyas, jnanendriyas, pranas, all of that it takes. What are the things that it drops? Deha, physical deha. The physical body is dropped off. Just like the store and the low-level workers were there, they were dropped off. All the mid-level management, etc., they are packed up and they went to the brand new store. So this is the karmaja-based tadatmya. So the first identification is with chichaya, which is sahajam, which is okay. Second one is karmajam-based tadatmyata. That is also okay. Now the third is Brantijanyam. What is this Brantijanyam? It is identifying itself with the Sakshi. Meaning, what it is saying, that Sakshi is me. I am the Sakshi. Meaning what? I am the self. Ahankara is saying, I am the self. Now, it is as if I say, as a storekeeper, the store manager, if I say, I am Jeff Bezos, okay, I am the worker of Jeff Bezos, identified with that store, that is fine. But if I say I am Jeff Bezos, it is delusion. Agreed?
Mhm.
So in the same way, so that is a problem there. I mean, something is wrong with my head, and that misunderstanding has to be fixed. In the same way, what is happening is, with respect to the relationship between Sakshi and Ahankara is that Ahankara has no relationship with Sakshi, but it is thinking that I am Sakshi. Because what happens is that, seriously, when you think, right? Okay? When you think, who are you? I think I am me. What is that me when we think? Like before coming to Vedanta, when we say, I am me, okay, what is our thought? I am my ego. I am my Ahankara. Okay.
But one question here, Venkatji. When you say I am my ego, ego is not something that we see it, right? We don't even kind of feel it, but it just is there. That's all.
Yes. And when you say, I am Shobha, when you say that, what are you referring to?
Me, my personal.
Yeah.
So before learning Vedanta, when you say I am Shobha, what are you referring to?
Sorry, I lost you. I'm losing you.
Can others hear me?
Now I can. Yeah.
We can hear you now, but there was a pause in between.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
No problem.
The question is, before knowing Vedanta, anything about Vedanta, if I say I am Shobha or I am Venkat or I am Nisha, I am Rajiv, whatever, whenever I say that, what am I referring to as I am?
This body,
This body? No,
Body, mind,
mind,
yeah,
intellect.
intellect.
Yeah. So we don't really refer to our body as me as much as our mind or ego. Okay, we may not call it as ego, we may not understand it as ego, but we are primarily referring to ego or to our mind. Say for example, for example, Joshmo has died. Okay, as soon as Joshmo has died, you go to Joshmo's funeral, and there is Joshmo's body.
Body, yeah.
What are you going to refer to?
Body.
You say
You say
Josh,
just Joshmo's body.
yeah, Joshmo has passed away. These are his
Body.
remains. This is Joshmo's body. So you're not calling that body as Joshmo anymore. See? So we don't really identify ourselves with our body. We identify ourselves with our inner being. So whether like with that mind stuff. Okay. So with this mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara mind, this is what we identify ourselves with. Okay. Within that, we have sometimes have little bit, even without knowing Vedanta, we have a little bit of a discrimination to say, today I feel a little bit dull, but this will pass. So when you say that, I'm feeling a little bit dull, but this will pass, what does that mean? It means that I'm able to separate my feelings from me. So that means that feelings are nothing, mind is nothing but flow of thoughts and feelings. So I'm able to separate myself from my mind also. But then I say I, so that means the doership I, enjoyership I, is what Ahankara according to our Vedanta. So I identify myself as my Ahankara.
The doership. So that is how we.
Okay, so that is what Ahankara is. So what is happening is that today the problem is when I say I, that I is referring to Ahankara. So that is where this Ahankara is thinking what? Ahankara is thinking that I am the Chaitanya. I am the Sakshi. Okay, so which is what we are calling as Prantijanyam. born out of delusion. So now, when we are studying Drg Drsya Viveka, who is studying Drg Drsya Viveka?
You.
Hmm?
No.
No.
I'm studying Drsya
It
Viveka.
is okay. So now you know Sakshi, you know, huh? Ahankara, you know, Mana Buddhi Chitta, you know, okay, Jnanendriyas, you know,
Mhm.
Karmendriyas also, you know, Deha also, you know, Pranas also, you know. Who is studying in all of this? Who is studying Drg Drsya Viveka?
The
Huh?
all these connected with this body.
All this.
All of them. Buddhi, everything is there, right? It is all inclusive. So the body
Body
with that
studying?
consciousness, with that consciousness.
Is body studying?
Not really, but the consciousness within the body. Or
So body is not really a yes or no. Okay, so either like stay with yes or no.
no.
Body is inert. It is not studying. Pranas are not studying. Karmendriyas are organs of
Action.
activity,
Mhm.
action.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
not studying. Okay,
It's only
they are output. So
Buddhi.
Jnanendriyas, you can say like to a certain extent they are bringing, but they are indriyas, like they are bahish, outward indriyas. They are bringing this knowledge inside. Yes,
Mhm.
to be synthesized and analyzed by Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahankara. Okay, so now Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, Mana, Buddhi, and Chitta, they are Karanas beside. Antakarana. Karana means instruments. For, and who is saying that I studied?
Na buddhi chitta.
Who is saying that I studied?
Ahankara.
Ahankara is saying I studied. Okay, what about Sakshi? What about Sakshi? Is it studying or not?
No.
No, because Sakshi is witness. It is not studying. So Sakshi is not studying. So all the education that we are studying for Drg Drsya Viveka is for our Ahankara. Clear? And what is Ahankara learning? As Ahankara, I am not the real self.
Mhm.
Okay? The real self is Sakshi. That is step one. I mean, that's first point. Second point is, now, as soon as Ahankara understands that, like, listens, that I should not study about, I am not Sakshi. What does it want to do? It wants
Repeat
to
the
find,
question.
so sorry, go
Please
ahead.
repeat the question.
As soon as Ahankara knows that it is not Sakshi, what does Ahankara want to do?
It knowing that it is not
Want to
Sakshi.
become it.
It wants to find out who is Sakshi.
Okay.
I want to see Sakshi.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So now, when Ahankara wants to see Sakshi, Ahankara should know that it cannot look for Sakshi, because Ahankara cannot illuminate Sakshi. It is other way around. Sakshi illuminates Ahankara. In the presence of Sakshi, Ahankara is able to function, but Ahankara cannot go behind itself and find the Sakshi. So that is a key factor. Okay. So now, any questions based on what you heard so far? So we'll do the shloka number 9.
In
Yeah.
other words, because of Sakshi, Sakshi is able to illuminate the Ahankara.
Yes.
So without the Sakshi, there is no Ahankara at all.
Without Sakshi, Ahankara, no.
So there is no Ahankara. Then how can Sakshi be so pure so as to not recognize the Ahankara then? I
Sakshi,
don't know if I'm making sense with my question here.
okay, you need to think through your question.
Um,
See, here is the thing, right? Can your mind see your eyes? See means like not physical see, okay? But can your mind experience your eyes?
Yes.
Mind can experience your eyes because eyes are under the control of mind,
Mind.
okay?
okay.
So, can eyes experience your mind?
No.
No.
So what happened is, what is the relationship between the mind and eyes? So with respect to eyes, mind is druk and eyes are drusya.
Okay.
Okay? Drusya can never experience druk.
Mhm.
Okay?
Drishta can never experience. So the seen
Seer.
can
The
never
seen can never experience the
this
seer.
seer.
Mhm.
We studied in a second or third class this
Right.
theorem. Right?
Mhm.
Now, with respect to mind and Sakshi, who is the seen and who is the seer?
Sakshi is the seer.
And
The
mind.
mind is the seen.
Okay, so in that case, can mind see the Sakshi? Seen can never see the seer. So can mind see the Sakshi?
No.
So Ahankara or mind cannot see the Sakshi.
Okay.
Okay. So let us chant the shloka number 9. Okay. Sambandhinoho satoho nasti becomes sator nasti nivrittihi sahajasya tu karma kshayat prabodhat cha, together becomes prabodhat cha, nivartete kramat ubhe. Two words becomes kramad ubhe. Okay. So please repeat after me. Sambandhino satornasti
Sambandhino sato nasti
nivritih sahajasya tu
nivriti sahajasya tu
karma kshayat prabodhat cha
karmashyat prabodhacha
nivartete kramat ubhe.
nivartete pramadube.
So
Dube.
here what, thank you. So here what happened is that we said that the three types of identifications, one with Chichaya, corresponding to Chichaya, we said it is Sahajam. Corresponding to the second one, which is Deha, is called as Karmajam, and corresponding to Sakshi, it is Brantijanyam. So now it is identifying what kind of relationships are there. Sambandhinoho. Sambandhinoho means that which is associated with, okay? Sambandhinoho actually is like a dual case. So dual means like in Sanskritam, we not only we have singular, plural, but we have three types: singular, dual, and plural. So Sambandhinoho is dual. So what are the dual is Ahankara and Chichaya. Okay, so corresponding to this, Ahankara and Chichaya, Satoho. Satoho means continue to exist. Okay, Sat means existence, right? Satoho means, again, dual case of existence. Okay, Satoho. So that means whenever Ahankara is there, Chitta is already there. The first thought when I wake up in the morning is I. So, and I thought comes because of presence of my Ahankara, but not because of Chichaya, because Chichaya is there even when Ahankara is sleeping also. Okay? So, na asti. Okay? Sato na asti nivrittihi sahajasya. So, that means what? Nivritti na asti, meaning there is no end to this sahaja tadatmyata. Sahajasya is sahaja tadatmya. Meaning what? The relationship that is there between the Ahankara and the Chichaya, that can never be ended. Okay, that is going to be there all the time. So then, if it is there all the time, what is the takeaway for us? Don't bother about trying to disassociate Ahankara and Chichaya from each other. It is going to be there all the time. It is. So don't put your effort there. Forget about it. Okay. So again, going back to our Whole Foods example, right? And it's a good thing because going back to our Whole Foods example, if the storekeeper says, I am the store, I mean, the store manager says, I am the store, it is good for the store. That kind of relationships needs to be there. That kind of ownership needs to be there. Okay. So because of that kind of ownership, that store runs. So here in the same way, this is also good. Then two is there.
One question here, Venkatji. When you say that kind of a relationship is good, but wouldn't that kind of bring about some kind of an attachment there then?
Who is having attachment?
That it is me, it is my store and my...
So my store and my, that is needed to run the store. So in the same way, Ahankara is needed to run the body. Okay. So for example, you spent a lot of time with Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Among four of us, among all of us who are here, right? So now, tell me a answer to a question. In your opinion, was Puja Gurudev, Swami Chinmayanandaji, was he a realized master or not?
I see him now more and more as a realized master. But when I was young, he was more like a friend to me, basically a friend to me.
Okay, that is understood. So you see him as a realized master, at least as of now. Yes?
Yeah.
Now, do you think, no, even after being realized master, do you think that he had some favorite foods?
Oh, yes.
Yes? Okay. So, now, so he had certain likes and dislikes. He has preferences for one kind of food over other kind of food. Okay? He would rather did he prefer coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Okay. So now what happened? So why doesn't he drink coffee? Okay.
I had no idea. I never asked him.
No. So my point is this, right? No, let us say, okay, he's a South Indian Swami, so he would eat rice. Let us say easier, okay. But
Yeah.
if the Swamiji is from North, he would have probably eaten chapatis all the time, rotis. Okay. So what happens is, so that means that there is a little bit of Ahankara is there, and that Ahankara is needed to run that body.
True.
Okay. This is morning. Okay. It is morning, 8 o'clock. It is breakfast time. Time to eat breakfast and tea. Okay. So as part of tea, because he's he was born and raised in South India, probably he preferred idli as opposed to parathas. That is required for the upkeep of that body. So that kind of a relationship is needed. Okay, and it is going to be there until Videha Mukti.
Okay.
So there is nothing that you can do about it. That is what this part is saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you.
two. Okay, but so there's a word two after that, right? Our last word in first line is two. Two means but. Okay. So regarding the first case, you cannot do anything about it. However, the second and third case, there's something that happens. What is it? Karma kshayat. Karma means here, results of the action is karma phala. So karma phala kshayat. That's how you should understand. Okay. So when this karma phala exhausts, okay, prabodha, when the knowledge is given, cha means and, okay, between karmakshaya and through prabodha. Through karmakshaya and through knowledge, nivartete. Nivartete means the association that we are talking about, the Tadatmya association, that is going to be dissolved. Kramat ubhe. Kramat means in sequence. Ubhe means two. So we have three types of Tadatmyata. First one is Sahaja Tadatmyata. You cannot do anything. Second one is Karmajam Tadatmyata. And third one is Bhrantija Tadatmyata. So second one, so this first one we already talked about. So second and third are there. So second is Karmaja Tadatmyata. That Karmajam based Tadatmyata association will lose at the end of karma. So when the body perishes,
The
okay,
karma.
when the prarabdha karma is done, this karmaja tadatmyata is also goes away. Okay, and at the time, you don't have any more association between body and ahankara. Why? When body falls off, what happens? Ahankara packs up and goes and finds other body. Right? That is how that one goes, and then it finds new new tadatmyata with a new body, but it packs up and goes. Now the third one, Brantija is there, right? That I am the Sakshi. Okay, how is that? That gotten rid of through Prabodha. Prabodha means education. Bodha is education means what? What is this education here? We're talking about the knowledge of Atma. Okay, what is Atma? Who are you, etc. Right? When that kind of a knowledge is given, then that Ahankara thinking that I am the self, that knowledge with that misunderstanding is removed. When that is removed, then it understands that I am not real Sakshi. I cannot find Sakshi. Then what happens? Why is it so big deal? When I understand that I am not Sakshi, then
there must be something else as the Sakshi. And
so it understands that something else is Sakshi. Then once I am, in this case, what happens is that what I understand, I means what does Ahankara understand? What is this mind? What happens to the mind? Mind is still there. But it understands that, oh, this mind is not me either. I am not Sakshi means this mind is also not me. Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind are also not me. It is just some thoughts are coming. I am not, earlier what it is saying that I am the karta, I am the bhokta. I am the karta means I am the doer. I am the experiencer. Now it is saying that no. I am getting this done in presence of Sakshi. I am experiencing this in the presence of Sakshi. So then it suddenly becomes a trusted servant. Okay, it becomes a trusted servant to Sakshi. So then what happens? When this Ahankara is negated, so now it knows that I am not the self. When that happens, subsequently, when the Ahankara is beaten up, Mana Buddhi are also beaten up, saying that, hey mind, your feelings are not true. Your feelings are just feelings, okay? I have nothing to do with that. Sakshi has nothing to do with that. Hey, intellect, your thoughts are probably you're thinking too much about yourself, but all these thoughts that you have are just thoughts, some inert thought flow. So then what happens? What is the effect of likes and dislikes on us? Like is also a thought. Dislike is also a thought. Oh, you like something. Okay, got it. Okay, but I have nothing to do with this. Okay, so this body likes something. So be it. This body doesn't like something. So be it. But it has to undergo, even if it doesn't like. So be it. Let it undergo. So like that, an internal detachment comes. When the internal detachment comes, what happens? You start becoming, identifying with Sakshi as the real one, and you are just doing, Ahankara is just doing the bidding of Sakshi. When that kind of a thing comes, a complete peace of mind comes. This is what we call as Jivan Mukti. Okay?
Yeah.
So any questions around that? So Sahaja Tadatmyata cannot be taken out. Okay? And even though the Karmaja Tadatmyata can be taken out, it happens automatically. We don't need to worry. We just need to worry about the third kind, which is the Tadatmyata between Sakshi and Ahankara. And and that can be gotten rid of with Prabodha, the Jivan Mukti Viveka, you can call it as Atma Vijnana or anything like that. Okay, with that knowledge, this will go away. Okay, any questions? So let us go to shloka number 10. Okay, I'll break down the shloka. Ahankara laye suptau. So the next word is bhave dehopya chetanaha. So that has bhavet deha api chetanaha. So 4 words together it becomes bhavet dehopya chetanaha. Ahankara vikasarthaha. Together becomes ahankara vikasarthaha. Swapnaha sarvaha tu becomes sarvastu jagaraha. This is the shloka. Now, what is this shloka saying? Is that, okay, actually, let us chant this and then we'll introduce this shloka. Shobhaji, do you want to chant this?
Sure.
Ahankara laye suktau
Ahankaralaye suptau
bhave dehopya chetanaha
bhavet dehopya chetanaha
ahankara vikasarthaha
ahankara vikasardaha
swapna sarvastu jagaraha.
swapna sarvastu jagaraha.
So here, we talked about Ahankara. We understood. No? We said that in the Sahajam, right? Whenever Ahankara wakes up, Chaitanya is always there. Yes? And But Ahankara goes to sleep, you said, right? So that means that Ahankara may go to dream also. Okay. So it appears that Ahankara may have these waking, sleeping, and dreaming states. So explain these three states, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep, with respect to Ahankara. That is a question. So how are these three states, Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti, from the standpoint of Ahankara? That question is being addressed in this particular shloka. Ahankara laye suptau bhavet deho api chetanaha. So bhavet deho api achetanaha. Sorry. Bhavet deho api achetanaha. I said chetanaha. Okay. So that means Ahankara laya. When Ahankara goes to laya, laya means sleep. That is called as deep sleep. So when Ahankara falls down, takes rest, it is called deep sleep. At that time, bhave, deha api, what happens to deha? It becomes achetana. Achetana means it becomes insentient. So if someone is asleep, you go move their hand, would they react? Unless you beat them up strongly or something, right? They don't react. Okay, if you move their hand from this side to that side and tell them next morning when they wake up, hey, last night I moved your hand, and what do they say? Oh, is that so? I did not know that. Right? Because their body has lost its sentiency. Right? So when Ahankara has gone down. Now, Ahankara, Vikasa Artha. Okay, so but Ahankara is blooming half. Vikasa is like blooming, kind of a thing. Okay, it is only like opened half. Then what happens? That is called as swapna. Okay, so
Could you please repeat it, Venkat? When
Ahankara goes to sleep, what happened? It is called as Sushupti
Sushupti.
or Supta. Okay, Supti or Sushupti are one and the same. Okay, so that means what happened? Ahankara laya, when it happens is when prarabdha for the experiences in waking realm is called as Sthula Bhoga. That has ended. And Prarabdha for Sukshma Bhoga. Sukshma Bhoga means experiences in the dream world. That also has ended. Then the necessity for waking state is gone. Necessity for dreaming state also has gone. At that time, Ahankara goes to Laya in Karma Sharira. Okay. So Ahankara goes and takes refuge in Karna Sharira. Karna Sharira is our causal body. Such a state is called as Sushupti. And at that time, the body also becomes Achetana. Means it loses sentiency and it becomes inert. Now, Ahankara Vikasa Taha. That means what? Ahankara is working partially. So that means what? Prarabdha karma for the Sthula Bhoga, okay, ended, but Prarabdha for Sukshma Bhoga has manifested. Sukshma Bhoga means in our Prarabdha, okay. So for example, you have a nice, beautiful dream, which you had eaten wonderful sweets, unlimited sweets. Okay. So did you enjoy eating sweets? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did you have the experience of eating sweets? Yes. Now, do you have, because of this eating these sweets, so for example, in daytime, okay, if, as in like in, while I'm awake, if I ate a lot of sweets, what are my concerns? I'll put on weight. Okay. It is at my age, probably I shouldn't be eating too much sweets. It may impact my sugar levels. All those concerns are there. But you had a wonderful dream in which you had eaten all the sweets that you wanted. Okay. And when you wake up, you're not going to put on any weight. You are not going to have to worry about your blood sugar going up because of your indulging in all sweets. So there was a bhoga. Yes, there was a bhoga. There was an experience at a subtle level. That is also because of our prarabdha karma. Then the other side is also true. Means like, you had a terrible nightmare. That is also exhaustion of some prarabdha karma at sukshma level. Okay. So what happened in Ahankara, when it is half working partially, the prarabdha karma for waking world has ended, but the prarabdha karma for dream world has manifested. Because at this time, Ahankara is only identifying with the Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma Sharira means Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, and Karmendriyas and Jnanendriyas, not with the physical body. Physical body is out of the picture. And it started enjoying or suffering the
But
world.
aren't they
Let
the-
me finish 1 second.
sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah,
break.
let me finish this. Okay. So Ahankara will rise partially and it is identifying with Sukshma Sharira, and it is started enjoying or experiencing the negative side of the world that has been created by the mind. This is called as Swapna. Okay. As Ahankara is half asleep during Swapna, what happens is that we have difficulty in remembering what happened in our dream. We don't recall exactly like what happened. The dream is somewhat hazy and all of that. Right? And also because Ahankara is half asleep, that means what? Intellect is down, mind is projecting. Because of that, sometimes the dream doesn't make any sense either. Okay, so these are all the challenges with Ahankara when it is in half bloomed, or like, working partially. Okay, when it is doing part-time job. Okay, so sorry, go ahead, Shobhaji.
No, I will listen to what you have explained here in this class, so that my focus of my question will be more this. I think I'm a bit shaky in my understanding here
No,
today.
like,
I'm
go
sorry.
with the question. That's fine. Go ahead with the question.
No, really, because Ahankara is also asleep, right? But in the dream, when we get up, we say, I had a good dream, I had a bad dream. So
Ahankara is not asleep at that time. What we are saying is Ahankara is working partially.
okay,
When Ahankara goes to sleep completely, that we are calling it as deep sleep.
deep sleep, yeah.
Okay. When Ahankara is working full time, it is called as waking state. When Ahankara is working part time with reduced capacity, then that we are calling it as Swapna.
But Swapna is also termed as dreams, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that,
Today, right now, my Ahankara is identifying with my physical body, yes or no?
yes,
It is identifying with my mind, yes or no?
yes.
Now, Ahankara shuts down a little bit and it stops identifying with the physical body. Then what happens?
You're not alert or conscious of what.
Of what is happening to the body.
Correct.
Okay, so that means what happened? No external stimuli.
Okay,
I can't see anything, I can't hear anything because the body is down. Because Ahankara is not identifying with the body.
correct.
Right? So that means all the Bahishkarana, meaning all the 10 indriyas that are outward facing, 5 karmendriyas and 5 jnanendriyas, they are shut down.
Correct.
Okay, so then what are remaining? Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara.
Manas.
Only those are remaining, right? So Ahankara, of course, is there. Ahankara is one of them. So it is only identifying with the rest three. Mana, Buddhi, and Chitta. Chitta has what? Memories. Memories from waking state.
Waking. Oh, memories from the waking state.
Yeah, it has got memories from waking state. Now what it is doing, it is projecting a world on its own.
Okay.
So Ahankara is not fully gone to sleep. It is only identifying with the rest three, Mana, Buddhi, and Chitta. So that state is called as Swapna. Because at this stage, whatever you have experienced during waking hours, those memories have come and those are being analyzed in the mind, okay? And they are projected by the mind. Ahankara is observing those, and intellect is also asleep actually. Because of that, what is happening? So these memories are all jumbled and mind is projecting in out of order. Not necessarily in correct order, okay? So that is when the dream is happening. The experience of dream is happening. Sometimes it is a pleasure-giving dream. Sometimes it is pain-giving dream. In which case, you call it as a sweet dream or a nightmare. Okay. And finally, okay, when Ahankara is completely awake, then the Sthula Bhoga manifests. So that means your real experiences manifest, right? Real experiences, the waking world experiences manifest. So that is how Jagara, Swapna, and Sushupti are defined with respect to Ahankara. Okay? So we will actually, I took a little bit more time. Shall we pause here and continue next Tuesday? Shall we close?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Thanks everyone.